of the Brazilian GDP, which includes the audiovisual sector, which is alone responsible for 0.46%. And we're talking about almost 1 million people employed in this sector and 251,000 active companies and also cultural institutions as well. So as Felipe said in his speech, this is more than traditional sectors of the economy like the textile industry, the electronic goods industry, and other more traditional sectors of the economy. But as I like to make a surprise, but it's not a surprise anymore, the most important thing that you should know about Brazil is that Brazil is the home of Fluminense football.
Marianne, can you please just explain a little bit about your job and how you go about selecting locations and sites and countries for you to, how you evaluate financially your planning for executing it?
Sure, thank you. Thank you for inviting me. It's a real honor to be here today, and it's an honor to meet you, Minister. I've been with Disney 29 years, and my current responsibilities, I oversee accessing worldwide production incentives for all of our production business units. So we range from Lucas, the Star Wars franchise, Marvel Features, Marvel Television, ABC Studios, Freeform, the Disney Channel, our animation, Pixar, Walt Disney Animation. I think I've covered most of the Disney Toons. So it's a very broad spectrum. We have low budget movie of the weeks that we still produce. And we obviously have pilots for television and television series. And then of course we have the big tentpole movies. And I will say, regardless of whether you're low budget or you're the tentpole, it always comes back down to trying to get as much value on the screen. So one of the starting points is, where do we have production incentives that we can take this production so that we can get more value on the screen?
Well, I'd like to congratulate Steve on his presentation, and don't blame me for the lack of incentives in Brazil for foreign productions, because I'm only on the job for 3 months. So I didn't have the time to address this issue fully as it deserves. But of course, I'm an enthusiast of such policy, because I think it's a very important tool to foster the development of the local industry, in terms of not only attracting investments, but I think the most important thing is to the exchange of know-how. What you can learn when you are doing a co-production, doesn't matter the type of the movie, the budget, but I think it's a very important way of exchanging know-how, and for one local industry to boost, to grow, learning with others. And it's such an important opportunity. And we are currently studying a way to do it. And so Cini and the Minister of Culture, we are studying this issue. But as we do now have the power and the tools to change the situation that Steve explained to you, I can say to you that we are studying it, and I'm very confident that we will bring a solution, and that Brazil will become in the short term a player that will try to dispute this film production market with the other traditional contenders like Colombia, Mexico, in Latin America alone, and the others all around the world. It's very, very important. But you know, sometimes it's hard to convince people in Brazil. That's the most difficult part. Sometimes producers think, oh, it's money that came from me, and it's going to such a big company like Disney or Universal and so on. But that's one of the challenges that we have, to convince some, at least a part of our internal stakeholders, that we have to go into this direction. But we are definitely going, and I'm pretty confident that in the next year we will have something attractive and competitive in this field.